My childhood experience, I'm the oldest of four. I have a half brother, Michael, and I have two sisters. And was raised by my mom. My dad was never present, and we used to move around a lot. So like I tell the kids where I work at that I went to 17 schools from kindergarten to high school because we're constantly moving around. So that's kind of like the stability that wasn't there in my family. Really one of the keys in my drinking, in my using, is I walked in, my uncle was raping my sister when she was in fifth grade. So I never went to therapy for that, and my family we moved away. And then so all that grief and shame was inside as a sixth grader, you know. And then as I got older, and then different things happening in my life, and it just builds up and builds up. Then I became an alcoholic, IV drug user, like smoking marijuana, like it's smoking cigarettes, like that, just to cope with all the stress, the trauma that I experienced. I saw every time I wanted to quit, there was always something right there, like continue using. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, Friday, you're coming into the program. And this one prostitute, she comes up to me, she goes, "What's going on, baby?" And she had a whole handful of balloons like that, like the hours before I was coming into the program. So I just think of like, that's the time where I started making decisions like, no, this is a decision that I need to make for myself. And then I came to the program. And when I got to the program, I was like in bad shape. I smelled bad. I had very little things. My family didn't know where I was at. And I started my recovery right there, you know. Being around other Native American Indians in recovery is a positive experience because I think especially living in the Bay Area, you kind of get lost. I mean, especially if you're going into recovery, you're like a little family. And like I grew up in the program in the old building at 80 Julian, which was very small. It was like a home. And like I said, I think I told you I moved around so many times. I never really had a stable home. So that was like a new beginning for me. And when you're around other Native Americans from your tribe or different tribes, different ages, different backgrounds, similar backgrounds, it just helps your recovery process. If I was not in a American Indian-based program, it would have been more challenging for me to get clean and sober. Or I would have got clean and sober and it wouldn't be as thorough as I am now. So my life now, 2013, I'm a staff member at the Friendship House. I've been here several years in the prevention program. It's really challenging to be working with kids. And some of the kids ask me, have you ever drank or used or been to jail? And I go, yeah. And I go, no, because they see me in a totally different light. My past and my experience, they're not a part of that. So I know I'm a totally different person. I'm the person that I truly was supposed to be.